Made with Love helped us set up an online system to keep track of our batteries, which will be live for a pilot project in Benin, Africa. I'm Jonas, I'm project lead for the project Baobab Energy, which is a project from African Drive. African Drive is trying to set up these batteries. So these batteries will be used for mobility, electric mobility, but they can also be used for household applications. So they can be taken out from the motorbike and then they can be used to directly charge appliances, USB or high power 12-volt appliances like fridges and lamps and so on. We're not really experts in digital systems, and we felt it was important to really use the right tools because many tools are available today, and I know that Made with Love is quite up to date with what's out there, and that was one of the most important things, to pick the right tools. On one end, Made with Love helped us coach a local company which is live in Benin. Try to boost their level of coding, to really to see what type of mistakes they were making, and really trying to get the security level higher. Then secondly, they really helped us to think about how the business model should work. And for me it was very important that like they could really take away some of the work from me, because I'm like the only responsible for the project as budget is limited. And for me it was important that they could really take up like the task of getting the online systems ready, and I kind of gave a very broad briefing, and then they could come up with in their opinion would be the best solution. And that was for me really very nice to have the feeling of, okay, it's been taken care of and I don't need to look out like what exists and so on myself. I can just rely on their expertise. Well, for me it was the fact that they understood that requirements, I mean definitely in such a new project, it's another country, it's so new that requirements, you cannot just hand over requirements from the start, and they grow along the way, and they immediately, like from the beginning, they understood like it's something that grows, like it was very agile way, like very lean start. We immediately started with building something, and then along the way it was very easy for me to give feedback based on the first limited things that were built, and to really see the product grow. And then we were imagining like, but wouldn't this be a problem? And then they were thinking along and actually setting the requirements together with me, instead of always asking like, we need requirements, which is difficult. I mean, you need to discuss requirements. So we wanted to sell bus tickets in Benin, which through an application, which seems a strange thing to do. Like, would you sell bus tickets in Africa over an application? But already after 3 months after going online, 80% of our sales, like bus ticket sales, is happening through the application, which was quite amazing for us. It reduces the overhead, of course, because before people could only buy a ticket in a bus station, meaning people had to call like to the main center, like, do we still have tickets for that bus? I don't know, let's go, like African style, call 20 calls per ticket. And then all of a sudden we can reduce number of salespeople, and we have more traceability on payments. So obviously, it was for us a number we had never expected. Try to not limit their scope too much, like give them freedom. Try to excite them rather than limit their space, and trust their expertise. Like it can be scary at the beginning, like they're new, but just trust them. I mean, it's people that know what they do. Probably, I mean, in my case, they know better what they do than I do. So give them space and you will get rewarded.